It's been 2 years since the death of Botham Jean, killed by an off-duty officer in his Dallas apartment. Good evening. I'm Natalie Solis.
And I'm Blake Hansen. Several groups made it their mission to honor Jean. Off-duty Dallas police officer Amber Geiger killed Jean in his apartment, saying she thought he was an intruder in her apartment. Those who knew the man say he was a person of faith and positivity, so many used the day as an opportunity to do good in the community. Fox 4's Stephen Dow begins our coverage tonight. Stephen.
Blake, multiple volunteers making this a day of service, and the Dallas mayor urging people to be like Bo. His name not known to many before September 6, 2018. What happened on that night made Botham Jean's story known to the entire country.
I hope it makes him proud.
2 years following Botham's death, Dallas artist Theo Ponchavelli painted a mural of John a few blocks away from where he was killed.
It brings some sort of relief or joy to their heart. That's usually my goal.
John was in his Southside Flats apartment when then Dallas police officer Amber Geiger entered. Geiger thought John was an intruder in her apartment, so she shot and killed him. A little more than a year later, Geiger was found guilty and sentenced to 10 years in prison. 2 years without Botham comes at a time where there's been more talk about police brutality and racial injustice.
We learned through Botham's death, there were many lessons that we learned. We learned that one, racism is still an issue here in our country, and the way he died, how he died, why he died, and then a lot of the laws and the defenses that were used lets us know that there's a lot of work that still needs to be done. So because we're still talking about him, because we're still talking about the impact that he had, that lets us know that he was an outstanding young man.
People across Dallas held a day of service to honor John. In North Dallas, volunteers gave free food, COVID tests, and PPE.
You know, with everything that's going on in the world today, we need more days like this. We need more events like this, something that's positive. Everything does not have to be a protest. We can all come together and do some things to give service back to the community in order to honor our people as well.
All the same, and it's never too late. No, there's always room for change.
A vigil culminated the day. Many who spoke echoed the calls for change, but also challenged others to serve and be kind.
There were times where I questioned how it was him and not one of us, because I just felt like he was doing so many more things than us. But the only thing I can look at that and see is that, you know, God called him home, because in a short 26 years, he had already served his purpose here.
Today, Dallas Mayor Eric Johnson says that on September 29th, it will be Like Bo Day. That's Botham Jean's birthday.